say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening? Do I? Well, for courtesy, I'll say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ini TV. We are global and social commentators. I just don't know where to start from. You remember some 3 videos back I made? I said bad news, and people came and said I shouldn't have used the word bad news if I was an obedient, if I was for Peter Obi, if I was for Ahmed Baba Tati, if I was for the good Labour Party, if I was for good governance. But the truth is that Labour Party is like a ship that is sailing, and definitely turbulence will come. Do you say that turbulence is a good news for a ship? Or do you say turbulence is a good news for those in the plane? Do you say gallop potholes is good news for those on the road? The answer is definitely no. So today, I'm bringing you another bad news. Yes, another bad news. It pains me, but in this channel, we have sworn to try as much as possible to say the truth, even if it's hot. And we also believe there's a Spanish word that says, "Le que avisa no es un traidor." What that word means is that the man who warned you that there's danger in front is not a traitor. For we telling the good Labour Party, there is turbulence in the sea, there's turbulence in the air, there's turbulence, bad roads, potholes on the road. We are not a traitor. We are just trying to warn the good Labour Party beforehand. We told them that with the words of the late Bishop Desmond Tutu of South Africa, remember when apartheid was at its peak, he said, apartheid is like a dying horse. It kicks hard. The same thing, corruption, nepotism, tribalism, all embedded in APC. And now that APC and all the political parties of its kind, the PDP is not excluded. And now that the APC is beginning to reach its stamina, it's going to kick hard. It's going to use all manner of methods, system, mechanism to fight in order to stay alive. 180 million Nigerians came out to protest, to campaign for good governance. And majority of Nigerians saw good governance in Peter Obi. And they came all out to vote for Peter Obi. But what happened? The mandate was stolen. And Peter Obi was asked to go to court if you think the mandate was stolen. Why? Because they are fully aware that the courts, the judiciary, is one of their ways to control the populace, one of the ways to control the citizen, that they are in charge even to the height of the judicial system. They have taken over all departments. They have taken over all hands of government. And that is why they will boastfully tell you, go to courts. But Peter Obi was obedient enough. He went to court because he has all the evidence and more than enough. He has everything. Why we are making this video? Because today is 17th of May. Today is the 3rd section of the petition case filed by Peter Obi against APC, INEC, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Like we said before, Tinubu again was not in court today. That's the culture now. You know, there are some people who are above the law. But that is not why we are making this video today. Something happened in the court. Remember, Labour has two factions. The Comrade Abure faction, which of course have tagged the good Labour, and the Apapa Lamidi faction, though few, but very venomous, very dreadful. And these are a group of people, about 6 of them, that have sold themselves not only to APC and all the political elites, but they have sold themselves to the devil. And it's the case of light against darkness. Labour Party of Comrade Abure as light, and Labour Party of Apapa as darkness. Today in court, it was a clash of Tantan, the clash of two giants. What happened? Today was a day set aside so that the parties involved will present their evidence to the courts, so that the court will select which evidence they are likely to accept and which evidence they are not likely to accept. So, as it may, Labour went there, and Peter Obi was there too, to present the evidence so that they will work out which evidence they are going to use, so that they go back and prepare their own defense, their own case, and others will know the areas Labour Party is going to pursue its cases, so that they too will also prepare their own defense. But what happened today? Remember, Apapa Lamidi has claimed that he is now the new Labour chairman, and that he was going to come to court, and he did. He came to court. Unfortunately, officials of the good Labour were already seated, and Apapa went to them and said, "Please, so stand up." Lamidi Apapa told them to stand up, that he, as a chairman, has come to represent his party. And they told him, "We don't know you. We have been following this case and will continue to follow this case." While some of the court officials told Apapa, "Please, we have only reserved seats for the Labour officials. So if there's no seat for you, you have to leave." It was a tussle. But at the end of the day, he left. This is why I am making this video. Even those that have refused to give up their seat for Apapa did not tell him, "You are not the chairman." Did not tell him, "You cannot be here." What does that tell us? That they have a little belief that Apapa was acting or could act as the chairman. And that is why they did not tell him straight away to F. They only told him, "We are here already. We cannot stand up for you." This is where I'm coming from. People like Apapa are so devilish. The court has been postponed till 19th of May. That is Friday. Today is Wednesday. What will happen if Apapa comes very early and grab the seats? What would there happen? That's why we are making this video. Please share it, so that Labour Party should be prepared for the Friday section. They should have their youth wing go quickly to the courts and secure the seats before Apapa comes in. If not, Apapa will be there and will obstruct, will delay. That is exactly what he's trying to do, to cause confusion. Today, it was, personally, I think it was a shame, not only to the Apapa-led faction, but also to Labour Party. You see, a representative, a lawyer of the APC came out and said, if Labour could not organize herself properly, how are they going to organize the country? Knowing fully well that Apapa is working for the APC, knowing fully well that Apapa is in the payroll of APC. But anyway, something interestingly happened at the end of the court session. While Apapa was coming out, the crowd, the mob, rushed in and started assaulting him. He got series of slap at his backside until the police rushed in and rescued him. Today, the Good Labour Party was able to stop him from inside and outside the courts. My question is, will they be able to stop him on Friday, inside and outside the courts? That is why we are making this video. Please share this video. Let it get to the hands of the Good Labour Party officials. Let it get to the hands of Comrade Abore. Let it get to the hands of Peter Obi. The more we share this video, the more we are sure it will get to the hands of these good gentlemen of the Good Labour Party. And to finally round it up, Kenneth Okonkwo came out and addressed the public outside the courts and told them, yes, today, just like what I said before, was to present the document so that the court will select what they will use. He said something that touched me. He said, even up till now, INEC still have not given them all the documents, but they have enough to pursue the case. So if up till now, INEC has not given them all the documents, and the court is not talking about it, Tinubu is not in courts, and nobody bothers. Apapa is trying to distort the courts. Is it this what I or any good thinking Nigerian will refer to as turbulence? Is it this what any good Nigerian will call obstacle? Is turbulence a good news to a ship? Is turbulence a good news to a plane? And is turbulence a good news to Labour Party? No, it's not. And we will not sugarcoat our words. It's a bad news. But I know fully well that light will triumph over darkness, that good will triumph over evil, that the good Labour Party will triumph over the bad Labour Party. Nature has a way of giving natural justice. This is INI-TV. We are global and social commentators. If it's the first time you're seeing this video, or if it's the first time you're seeing this channel, we beg you, subscribe to this channel. That is the only way we can go far. Remember the saying, if you want to go fast, I will go alone. But if I want to go far, I will go with you guys out there. That is why we are asking you to please subscribe. After you subscribe, just press the notification bell button so that each time we upload video, it comes directly to you. And for our returning subscribers, we say thank you. You've been such a wonderful set of people. Let's hit 10,000, please. Let's hit 10,000. And we also beg you to like and comment. We want to hear your comments too. We don't know it all. Remember, life is a two-way traffic. We also want to learn from you. And finally, as it is the culture in this channel, we will catch you when we make the next video. Until then, we'll say chooks, au revoir, ciao, adios, hasta la vista, hasta la próxima video. Gracias.